lace-up sandals made of fabrics that could have been worn by Japanese geishas, and pumps with silk patterns unobtainable in Western department stores. Shoes by label Hetty Rose are handmade and one of a kind. They turn traditional Asian silk into contemporary fashion.
I was travelling in Japan about 6-7 years ago, and I came across lots of little shops just selling the pieces of kimono fabric, and the width is perfect for a shoe pattern. And because I was working along the lines of trying to find a sustainable concept for my final degree, that's when I thought about using the kimono fabrics to make shoes with.
Henrietta Rose Samuels is the woman behind Hetty Rose Shoes. She studied shoe design in London. Some of the Japanese kimono fabrics she uses for her shoes are up to 90 years old and examples of a tradition that is slowly dying out. Today, Japanese wear such elaborate and expensive kimonos only for very special occasions. Hetty Rose gives the exquisite textiles a new lease on life.
I think the fabrics have a lot of hidden meanings behind them. A lot of the colours and flowers can signify different things. Like a cherry blossom, which is that one there. This is like a lucky flower. So many of the bridal kimonos have like really big cherry blossom flowers over them. I think that's really interesting to have a meaning behind the fabric.
Shops present Hetty Rose shoes individually. That way, customers know what kind of designs are available in her collection. Henrietta Rose Samuels does not mass produce, choosing instead to work only to order. What's special about these handmade shoes is that customers can have them tailored to their own specifications.
So if they want a particular flower at the side of a shoe, I can do that. And if they want them from perhaps 2 different pieces of fabric which have similar colours, that's also possible too. So they don't always match exactly. They can also choose the height of the heel. So if somebody wants to go for something lower, that's possible. And also they go something higher, and of course have a platform at the front or something if they want to do that. They can choose the colour of the lining inside.
After the customer's foot is measured precisely, Henrietta begins working on the shoes, which will cost between 350 and 500 euros a pair. The customer tries them on several times before they're finished. Many of her customers buy a special pair of silk shoes for their wedding day.
Well, I back the fabric with like a fabric backer, which makes it stronger, and then obviously use a leather lining as well. And you just have to be careful, like you would any kind of fabric shoe. But they do last quite well, and any small marks or anything are quite easy to remove.
Exquisite shoes that are also ecological. Henrietta Samuels prefers to use only recycled materials for her shoes, and that includes much more than kimonos.
Where I can, I try and reuse leather jackets, trousers, things like that I find in vintage shops, take those apart and use those for some of the linings. And also with the heels, where I can, I use reclaimed wood to have those made. So I try and keep as many elements as I can to be recycled.
Once you order your shoes from Hetty Rose, you then have to be patient. It takes around 6 weeks to make them. It's a world away from today's gotta have it now society, but perhaps some things in life are worth waiting for.